Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We've been at 8 ER for a few days now, went all the way to the end of the tree, got some troop damage, building health, all some big unlocks, and now we're gonna get some even more TD, getting this one for 44 keys, max that out, and now we have I think all the TD in the tree, 170, and we'll do a few hits. Trying to find some easy hits we can do on this account with no HCs, no Seekers yet. And most bases, I think trying to find a good split. So a lot of ones like this, flaring somewhere between that flame cannon at the beginning, just so you have RCs going both left and right. Eventually they'll clear all these ERs, and maybe you can bar the shield and flare the last two. We're still gonna take one rifle because it helps on that first cannon. And with people with a shock blaster here, you can use a turret to keep it distracted. Maybe a shock for that boom cannon. So starting off with one rifle, waiting just a bit, dropping everyone and doing that flare. One turret and a shock, which we can wait on just a bit. And as a cannon goes down, we can do a bomb stuff. Gets a little good damage. That boom cannon is about to die. You can see how fast things are melting with that 170 TD. Aren't too many RCs on the right, but could still work out. We'll let the other guys clear on the left. Maybe start barding the shield. 2 barrage and 2 art. Can throw a shock here. And just watching the left side, maybe start flaring ERs in just a bit. Can do that now. Again, we can be a little early with flares because we have so much TD and some barrage and art to finish other things off. So flaring again, sending one shock. Think Rudy might do his bomb stuff, so we'll do another flare early. And a bunch of arts, getting a 250. So maybe aiming for around 245, 250 on these bases. And over here, we'll see how fast it was. But it looks like a win. And just to see, he did have that 100 building health. So that troop damage we have is helping out a bit. We can also keep getting chests. Really nice thing about 8 ER is all you need is one match for one chest. So if you're just casually playing, then don't have to do many hits to keep progressing. And we'll keep on going. Here is a pretty similar kind of base. We'll do almost the same exact thing. The last hit, only a few RCs went to the right side. It kind of depends. If more go on the right, could also let them clear all these ERs. The flare doesn't have to be perfect, but just see where you have more RCs going. But again, we'll drop that one rifle, wait a few seconds, then everyone else. Sending that flare with a turret. We can shock early on the left to stop that critter launcher. And do a bomb stuff. Hopefully he gets that shock blaster. And here it looks like no RCs went to the right. Maybe at some point some might split. Because we still have these buildings to clear and there are a lot of RCs, so they might spread out. We can do one shock over here. Turret on the right side. And start barding the shield. So we did have a few RCs splitting off to the right side. One more art over there. Can do a bomb stuff. And waiting just a few seconds on the right. Can start flaring. Maybe one more barrage there. But even that turret helped take down that ER. We'll flare early again because Rudy's gonna do bomb stuff. And a bit slower this time, but 247. So trying to get that 245, 250 times. And let's see over here. Gonna be fast enough. It's kind of like how 4 ER was, where everything's just melting with all that troop damage. Get one more chest. Don't really know if we need to unlock anything. I mean, we have a lot of options, but kind of unclear what's best. Could go for 8 Cs. Maybe for some other stuff over here at 7. There isn't anything that major. I think right now we got pretty much the big stuff of the season. Even if we have 8 Cs, we'll take max 1 boat in a hit, so not sure how helpful it's gonna be. Because right now we have enough to keep boom cannons distracted. And some people might be behind an offense, so don't want to get hack or HCs yet. But we can pick up something like building damage, maybe help out just a bit, and do a few more hits. Here we got someone with a little different kind of base. We can still try the same strat, having them split from the left side, some RCs going left, some going right. This time though, instead of flaring like the ground, we can flare a building itself. So we'll clear this cannon first and then just flare this one. Hopefully get a good spread. Gotta watch out for these other single point. So we can do a turret for that gym cannon, and maybe a shock for this one. So starting off with the rifle, again waiting a few seconds, dropping everyone. And we'll throw a turret first, then flare that cannon, getting one shock here. Another shock for that boom cannon. And another turret for that DC. So a decent amount of stuff fast, just to make sure everyone stays alive. Gonna lose one RC on the left and right, but got a fair amount left. Another shot going, can do a bomb stuff. Maybe a turret here for that sniper, some rockets. We are noticing this season that matters quite a bit if you don't have medkits. Here, still letting them go. Not a lot of RCs on the right side. Still have to clear those ERs. But once the left side goes down, good thing we have Rudy over here. Maybe can solo that ER, can shock that shock blaster. And we'll just flare the last ER with the bomb stuff. So not a fast time, 240, but maybe it might be enough. See what time he gets. And looks like it's okay. So again, not a really fast time, but it's also not the worst. But looking at the hit again, HCs might have been helpful on this kind of hit. Because after that first cannon, then you have some protection for the left side. We needed a lot of turrets and shocks for those cannons, doom cannons. But if you brought an HC, then maybe we don't have to spend all that GBE. So something to think about for later. Here we can do one more hit. And kind of like a base we've been seeing. Here we can flare the ground. I usually like that for bases with a shield on the left side. Again, using one turret for that shock blaster. Maybe a bit further up so it distracts that cannon. And a shock for this boom cannon here. So starting off with one rifle, waiting just a bit, dropping everyone and then that flare. One turret and one shock. Can do a bomb stuff here. And see if it's a decent split. Doesn't look too bad. 5 RCs going on the right. I think we'll just keep letting them go. Might get the other ER also. We'll do one turret on the left side for that boom cannon, another one for that cannon. Hoping some RCs go to the far left. Can shock that boom cannon just in case. And right now it's an okay spread. Another turret for that far boom cannon. Can do bomb stuff, even though it's not the best angle. And as the left ER goes down, we can start flaring the last ones. Need one more art on the left. And then for the last ER, all the barrage and art, we get 248. So hopefully fast enough. You can see right here. And looks like it's okay. So really enjoying that troop damage. Because even though now at 8 ER people have 100 building health, having that extra TD really helps out in just clearing all the buildings and especially flaring ERs. And right now for next steps, I think we might head towards HCs. Even if we don't use it on every base, could come in handy on if there's a layout just for them. Other than that, can wait on some other cool abilities too. Got remote hack, which is really cheap to upgrade. Maybe defib, but it'll really have to change up our style of hits. Letting some clone rifles die and then putting them somewhere other part of the base. But we can see how the next few days go. Still about 9 days left in the season, so there's a decent amount of time. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.